Minecraft servers are meant to be multiplayer, so why do all of them feel more boring than a single player world? There are thousands of servers to choose from, each with mountains of plugins and content, and yet they all die within 2 weeks. But that's not the admin's fault, and in fact, it's a feature of Minecraft. In an open world sandbox that spans millions of blocks wide and players can explore and build anywhere, freedom is actually the biggest problem for multiplayer servers. Everyone is just too spread out to feel like a real community. Even if you see 20, 30, even 100 players online, without interacting or meeting anyone else, the server will still feel deserted and lonely. A successful server is not one that has unlimited opportunities and possibilities, but actually one that has some restrictions. But that's not the end of the problem. When someone joins a new server, they don't treat it as multiplayer. They play it like it's a single player world. We build and mine and explore alone. I certainly know that I'm guilty of this, but I don't think that it's our fault. During that entire time, I've never met a single person, never talked to someone about what I'm building, and frankly, it just felt like single player again. Because multiplayer shouldn't progress like single player. Instead of speedrunning gathering everything, it's about sharing your creativity and going exploring together. So if Minecraft's design is to force players outwards to explore, the solution is to pull them inwards. That's why I think every server needs a town square, a shared space that players will see the moment they join. Somewhere that feels vibrant, cozy, and fun. When your server has somewhere that's designed to be comfortable, players will naturally gravitate towards it. In the square you could also have shops, hotels, restaurants, and arcades, things that give a purpose and incentivizes people to come and interact. This also allows players to sell the resources that they might not need, boosting your server's overall economy. Then, building plots around the town square will also encourage players to work together and establishes the community of the server. Even new players can be easily integrated into the neighborhood, which legitimizes their place in the server, keeping them engaged. The fact that players have to return to a central area after a long mining or exploring trip shows where your server's focus is. And because of how often you see other people going about their business, the server instantly feels more united and worth spending time on. And finally, you need a border. It does feel unnatural for a game that's meant to be infinite, but a border is the only solution for your server to feel like a multiplayer server. With the 1,000 block wide border, there is a balance between having enough space to explore and not being too big that players start to stray away. Eventually, there needs to be a balance between retaining the tight-knit community and expanding the server's horizons, slowly expanding the border over time. You can create a lot of excitement and keep your server feeling fresh by hosting big, elaborate server events to dramatize the announcement, making the server's border feel less like a limit, but as an opportunity. All this is to paint a picture of a warm, welcoming, united server community that has a reason for players to stay and play. Focusing your server towards the center where there is a concentration of players tells a story to new players that, yes, we really care about what you're doing, and the time and effort you put into our server does really matter. So when those server ads say that they have a vibrant community or offer unique experiences, just know that not all hope is lost. But there just needs to be a change in perspective of what players really need in a server. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this kind of content, subscribe for more. But if you really like this kind of content, analysis and discussion, join the Minecraft Server Theory Discord server, where you get to debate, talk about, but most importantly for me, write essays about your own theories. Nevertheless, I have been MSTI, and thank you for watching.